So guys, today we're here with Adrian.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Pasadena Speed Shop. Right now he's going to show us this is an OBS. What's the setup on it?
So this is our shop truck that we just redid the whole truck on this one. We repainted the whole truck, rebuilt the whole motor, rebuilt the whole transmission, all brand new front QA1 suspension. We're still kind of working it out. Unfortunately, we've been so busy with all the other builds, so this one kind of gets on the back burner, but we are excited to bring this one back out. It makes probably about 1,300 horsepower. It's been 830s in the quarter mile. We're trying to push for 7s, but it's kind of one of our shop truck. One day we'll be able to finish it and get it out running again.
Explain the setup and what it has.
Yeah, so it's an LSX 434 that we just had Gary Oaches out of Dallas rebuild for us. It has a mass black label LS7 heads, poly high ram, twin 83mm bullseye turbos on this one, Holley HP TH400. It's still stock suspension, so it's still leaf springs, but it has a 9-inch the Calvert mono leaves and coilovers. I think Viking coilovers all the way around is what it is. So E85 street truck, it says radiator, air to air intercooler. I said earlier, it makes about 1,300 to the wheels.
Nice. So this is the famous C10. What's up?
This is right now our most popular truck that we have running. That we're really proud of and excited about this truck. It's 87 C10 originally, and man, we just rebuilt the entire truck. It's a Dart. This has a Dart 427, PRC heads, Texas speed intake, E85 Holley Terminator on this one as well. Real deal street truck. You could drive it. We drive it to the racetrack. We drove it to the racetrack. We ran 820s in the quarter mile with this one. Complete front sky view, complete sky view, tubular K-member, tubular control arms, coilovers all the way around. This one we did convert to a ladder bar setup in the back, 9-inch. It has an 850 cage in this one as well. We try to make it look, it is a real deal street drive truck. We put the drag pack on here, TBM brakes in the front, AFCO shocks and all the way around. It's a really top of the line package. This setup is built for about 1,500 to 1,700 horsepower. Right now we're like 1,300, but we are gonna try to push it. The goal for this truck is try to run 7s in the quarter mile. Drive it to the racetrack, run 7s in the quarter mile, kind of drive it back. It has a parachute. I mean, you look in the back, it has a fuel cell in the back. It's a little extreme. We like to make it look like a street truck, but at the same time, when you build this caliber, you do need some safety as well. So something like this is a complete package that we also offer if anybody ever interested in something like this.
So guys, this is another truck that's in the works of getting a new motor, I believe.
Yeah. So this is our fastest truck. This is our 6-second truck. We're going 692 in the quarter mile. It's a little dirty, but we've been having some issues with the motors. So we pulled the motor out of this one, getting it refreshed right now. And we're actually gonna try to go, we're shooting to go a little bit faster. I'm hoping for like a 670 in the 8th mile is kind of the goal. It runs 440s, I'm sorry, 670s in the quarter miles ago. It's been 440s in the 8th mile. We're trying to push that a little bit faster as well. And this thing's making probably about like 2,500 horsepower is what this one's at. And it's a full build. It's still a stock frame rail. It's a ladder bar setup. It's a 25.5 chassis, which you see the funny car cage and everything. It still has factory carpet, factory dash, factory headliner, all the factory panels inside. So it's still a real deal truck, but we do have a lot of custom work in this one as well. Custom control arms, spindle mount. Like, look, there's not even no lug nuts on this one. It's a spindle mount. The rim, it's a nut in there. You take it off. It's just different ways of losing more weight and stuff like that. It still has a metal hood with a fiberglass mold on there, but it's fiberglass doors, fiberglass tailgate, fiberglass bumpers. It's quite a bit of carbon in there, but this is our fastest truck that we have right now. So we're real proud of this one. We're excited. We're gonna keep pushing, but just like anything, you build them, you break them, you race them, and you repeat. It's just the process. So we're in the repeat process right now, and hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have it back out and running and try to run a new personal best.
Nice.
This is another one of our world famous trucks, I call them. Little homie. This is a Dart 427 LME Brodex heads on this one. We got the Frankenstein intake, twin turbo Garrett's. This one's air to air. As you see here, we were 480 on this one. We're switching it over to a TH400. This is a 4x4 set truck. Real deal street truck. Ruben loves to drive this thing all over the place. Roll race, dig race. We have a lot of fun with this one. Full interior inside. I mean, all stock suspension on it. But this is like it's a little bit of extreme, but a real deal daily truck. I think it's making about 1,300 right now. We were having this with the 480 and not holding up to the power, so that's why we're converting it to a TH400. And we might try to turn up a little bit more. And the goals for this one is to be able to try to run mid to low 8s in the quarter mile. We're hoping for once we get it all lined out, but this is like a complete package also for something like this. E85, Holley Terminator, I think I said that. Air-to-air intercooler. I mean, pretty complete. I mean, it's real deal street truck.
How much money is in this truck?
Oh, probably about 60.
Roughly.
Yeah, probably about, for this setup right now that we have in there is probably about $60,000 in this setup. Maybe a little more, you know. Ruben likes things like it's just tricky, like all polishing all the pipes and stuff. I mean, the Frankenstein intake's a little bit over the top, so this build is a little bit over the top, but I'd say probably 60 to 70,000 for a complete build like this.
Nice. Guys, so this truck is a simple package. Right now he's going to explain what it has.
Yeah, this is another one of our shop trucks. If y'all follow along with us on social media, y'all know Savage LG is Roy's wife. This is her truck that she drives. This is kind of like our package, like our entry-level package. It's stock bottom M53, Gen 3 or Gen 4, remember? Stock bottom M53, Holley high ram, single turbo setup. It's an 80 millimeter turbo. This truck is Holley Terminator, 480, foot brake. It has a custom fuel system in there. Still has a 10-bolt rear end, all stock suspension all the way around. This one makes, I think when we turn it up, it's about 800 fully turned up. We normally race it about 750 on this one, but it's a foot brake, full interior, AC, radio system. I think the personal best on this truck that we've ran in the quarter mile, I think was like a 980, I think, in the quarter mile with this motor. We had another motor in there before, it went a little bit faster. We had a 6.2 before, but we put a 5.3 in this one now, and I think it's been like 980s.
Nice.
So it's a real deal, good street package, you know. Drive it anywhere, get in it. You know, it's a girl drives it, get in it, drive it, go around town, go to downtown, or you can go to the track, race. It's a lot of fun. This is the type of truck you jump in there, man, you don't worry about nothing. Just mash the gas and whatever happens, happens. So real fun truck. that know, that know the truck, that have seen a truck in the past, this is Gremlin. This is currently the only 7-second 4x4 truck in Texas. This is the RHS. I don't give away the exact details on this motor. I'm sorry, we grudge race this truck. But this truck is probably making about 2,000 horsepower. It's a complete package. Still stock frame rail, ladder bar, 4x4 like I said earlier. TH400. This one has a Holly Dominator. This one does run on alcohol, which is methanol, M1. I'm trying to think. It's a little bit of the works. You know, it runs really good. It's been well into the 490s in the 8th mile. Well, we've shown that. It's been a little bit faster than that, but we don't talk about that.
Into this truck.
Oh, this one is where we are currently. A setup like this, it's over $100,000 package. Yeah, that one is for the full chassis, suspension. I said it's all custom everything. This is $100,000, over $100,000 to build a truck like this. It's just, I said it earlier with Vic. You know, thinking about these builds, we work with kind of the budgets that we're given. You know, so something like this, when you're trying to go after as competitive the 4x4 classes, you have to be willing to spend some money to keep up with those guys, and this is. No expense spared. It's kind of the motto of my boy Ruben. So it got quite a bit of money in this one. So if we were to build this one from scratch right now, yeah. So no, and the truck is well over buying the truck, everything. I mean, it's around 200 total. But again, it's going through motors, going through transmissions, going through combinations. So it adds up for sure. But this stuff's expensive, man. This stuff racing. For y'all that don't know, man, racing is a really, really expensive sport, especially here in Houston where it's so competitive and everybody's fast and everybody wants to beat everybody. So you have to be willing to spend the money to keep up, man, because you can't show up with a budget build and try to outrun nobody.
So for these trucks, for example, you just buy the body, then you just mod everything else. You keep the frame.
Yeah. And I told you earlier, it depends on the customer's budget. We're showing off our fastest trucks that everybody knows about. Our most horsepower, but most of the time when you come to us, we have a lot of regular customers, either cam kits or converters or any type of small jobs as well. We do that as well. But like this truck, we bought it already running and driving. It was a 5.3 with a single turbo. So we took all of that out and we just kind of upgrading the parts that were needed. And that's kind of any build. It's what are your goals, how fast you want to go, or how much power you want to make. And then it's our job to come in there and get all the parts in line to be able to make that kind of power. So when you want to make 2,000 horsepower, you have to build a truck that can handle 2,000. Every nut, every bolt, every part has to handle 2,000 horsepower. So it kind of goes, the budgets kind of depend on that. But if you want to bring us a roller, we can do that. Or if you bring us a running truck and you want to do a bolt-on turbo kit or anything like that, I mean, all that's all possible. It's just depending what the customer is looking for.
Guys, about to show us this badass turbo cat, huh?
Yeah, so this is, we talked about earlier about full builds. This is one of the builds that came to us. The customer already had the motor, already had the transmission. The truck was running and driving. They just brought it to us to install a twin turbo kit on here. We're doing the fuel system. We're gonna get the truck tuned. So we kind of finished it up for the customer. So this something like this is way different than those. I think the goal is trying to make like about 700 to 800 horsepower on this, but again, make it a real deal daily driver. If you pay attention, it's like all stock accessories. Stock ECU is still on this truck. Nothing too crazy over the top, but it's still going to be a nice complete package that's functional, that runs and drives and reliable. But at the same time, it's a little bit more budget friendly, nothing over the top crazy like those. So it's a good little build. It'll be a fun little.
So guys, this is the C10 that Adrian was mentioning he's about to build.
Yeah, so this is a new build. This is like kind of before we touch it. Beautiful C10, already has right tech QA1 suspension all the way around. Like it already has the works on the bottom. The only thing is, if you look inside, it's still the original old school Chevy motor, carburetor. You know, it doesn't really make no power. I'm not sure if you mentioned, but this is a build that we're doing for Qatar, for a customer in Qatar. We got a 427 inside. It's gonna be 427. We're gonna put an F1 Pro charger on this deal. We got a 1,000 horsepower rated 4.0 transmission for this one. It will be Holley Terminator as well. Probably gonna be on pump gas. Right? I'm not gonna make too much power with it, but it's a real nice cruiser. It's for customers, for his son. They want a nice cruiser, finish it, drive it around Qatar, and we're excited. Hopefully in the next about 2 months, because about 2 months we should be done with this one. We're waiting for the Pro Charger stuff to show up, but this is a beforehand look, and y'all stay tuned. Within a couple of months you'll see the finished product. Very beginning, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is a 2006 Chevy Silverado Cat Eye, another one of our shop trucks that we have. This is a little bit different style of a truck. If you can see inside, it has stock seats, stock dash, AC, carpet, everything. It is still stock suspension, leaf springs. It is aftermarket control arms and everything that works. This one, it's 480 manual valve body steel. This one runs on a Holley Dominator. We just converted over. It's a Dart 427, Frankenstein F-Series heads, Frankenstein intake as you see. This one's twin turbo, forced induction, Borg Warner turbos. This one turned up, probably make easily 15 to 1700, but right now we got it turned down about 1200. This one does run on methanol M1 also. And we're excited. This one has been, I think, 840s in the quarter mile. The way before we went to methanol. Roy's Lene or LG is also driving this truck, so little by little she's getting some seat time, and we're bringing the power in a little bit more. But we are really excited. We're happy with this one, and again, it's stock everything. No AC. The AC doesn't work inside, but it has all the ducts, everything inside. We haven't cut no way out of it. It has a little roll bar in the back, but it's a real nice truck too that we got.
So guys, appreciate Pasadena Speed Shop for having me. We're now gonna head up.
Hey, yeah, for sure, bro. No problem, man. I want to give you a shout out too, bro. Thank you for coming out. It was a good drive for you to come down here. Thanks for coming out. Check out all our builds. All your subscribers, guys. Stay tuned with this guy. Follow this guy. Like his videos. Share his videos. Comment. Let him know what you like. If you like him, all these trucks, let him know. If you don't like these trucks, let him know. He might not ever come back. But just know, Vic, whenever you want, bro, to come back, the doors are always open. The door.